I hope the king wasn't watching what I've been doing for the past 15 minutes, because I probably won't make it to heaven. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to The King is Watching. I am now threat level 10 and this is King Leo the Wise, who can sacrifice blueprints, recruit troops and improve the recruits that he made, and he gets production bonuses when he defeats bosses. These are the advisors I use. Good old Gustav has been with me from the start. I don't think he could get a job anywhere else, so I'm hesitant to get rid of him. I've got the Mushroom King, I got Sophie, who gives me more research options, 2 musketeers at the start with Ember. Fuck knows what Ember is. Felix the Cat, why not? Choose an artifact at the start of the run. And Wise Tree, this is quite a good one. Removes wood producing buildings at the start, but you get crystals, grapes, iron when you kill people. Anyway, let's begin. I had an upgrade I could have got. I have upgraded most of my upgrades, but not all of them. So we're going to have increased enemy movement speed, and at the start of each wave, production slowed by 50% and troops are slower 30% for 15 seconds. Come on, give me something good. Okay, I'll take the archers and the gold. Not exactly what I wanted, but yeah, I'll take it. And magic schools, shit. Basic productions, including the sawmill. This is actually quite good because, yes, sawmill, you don't get any tree buildings now. Let's get rid of this crappy building, the magic school. Again, never use it. And I think metals are going to be in our interest to get. And with all these production buildings, we got iron, which is useful as well. Clay, yeah, never really use it, so I'll be getting rid of that with the blueprint sacrifice. And I think I'll get rid of the 2 small peasants' huts because they're next to useless as well. And bish bash bosh, tiles are clear. Let's get some water down and then we can start with our wheat field. So sacrificing trees, we get a spell called deforestation. So with that spell, what we can do is go over here and chop down trees. But we do risk getting one of those shell-like creatures. It's like a wood snail by the looks of the drawing. But it's pretty hard to kill if you don't have a bit of an army. Let's go for crystals. Hopefully I'll be able to get some Mushroom Kings later on. And I'm wasting a square here. So my next aim is to get a research table up. And then I'll be able to, I don't know, get some buildings, I suppose. And then maybe a small iron mine would be nice, which we get from one of these waves when they come up. First we have 1 Goblin Bandit, which should be nothing. Bye-bye, Goblin Bandit. Yep, easy. Now, is it going to give me what I want first time? Yes, it is. Assassin's Temple. Beautiful. I do like the Assassins. I need to get 100 iron, though, to actually make that. And bullshit, there's no iron mine here. That would have been lovely. Hey ho, what can you do? We can try and get some more Assassin's Temples with a spell thrown in the middle. And these are wall breakers, so these guys don't attack our guys. I don't mind mixing them in with some of the waves. And a building upgrade, I kind of want to take that. I'm going to stick that at the last wave. Hopefully I'll have more people by then and I'll be able to deal with them all. We'll see. And I'm going to take the wheat field here. Right, good. Yes. Let's get rid of this. And how much wood have we got? If I take that wood, we soon have... Oh, I should have gone for the crystal, shouldn't I? We'll soon... I didn't even get enough wood to... ridiculous. Right, let's get rid of this. Let's put this down and then let's start going for... Yeah, let's go for established production. And I should probably get rid of this water one and I'm going to stick an iron mine down. It's possibly... Oh, shit, I'm not paying attention here. It's possibly... Peasants' hut, we get rid of that. I possibly should have gone for trees there, but oh well, here we are. What can you do? You can stick another one of these down. Let's get rid of this clay mine, which I'll never use. Let's take some gold. Ooh, could take some iron for that. And that means we can get this bad boy down, but we don't have enough trees to upgrade anything. So, oh shit, I'm in trouble. Right. Okay, we're going to hold those guys back. Good. We've got... no, don't kill my archers. My archers need to live. We have got this. Let's get rid of this. And we could go for more ore. Don't need it. Let's take metal. That's going to be useful. And then after we kill these two guys, which should hopefully be soon, or they kill themselves as they explode against our walls. Let's take a meteorite. Let's take another meteorite, and then I'm going to try and clear some trees, and hopefully nothing spawns. Of course something spawns. So these mushroom troops are only temporary. It doesn't matter so much if they die, and the wood has allowed me to upgrade there and upgrade the amount of people I have. Let's move the king's gaze back to where it should be. And there's more I can get rid of here. There's lots more I can get rid of and just claim resources like that. Crystals, most important. I will need clay after my first upgrade, but we're nowhere near that yet. We've got a bit of time. Let's get rid of some more trees. Oh, bollocks, there's two of them. I kind of have to use this, otherwise they'll wipe out all my troops, which they're going to do anyway. Let's make them drunk as well. Come on, kill these fucking snails or whatever they are. And we have the new guys coming. Okay, I'm wasting all my spells already, but bish bash bosh, those guys are gone straight away. Perfect. And we're still alive, most importantly, and we have a second Assassin's Temple, which is great. Wheatfield making us gold with each production cycle, that's not a bad thing. It's my second Assassin's Temple. I like it kind of out of the way a bit, so I want to put it here. So I'm going to mine these out exceptionally slowly unless I start using my fireworks. I think what I really actually want is a archer's place, an archery barracks, whatever it's called. And I also want to upgrade this. I'm just a bit shy of wood and wheat there, but we'll get there, especially when we chop this down. No, we won't. We won't quite get there by chopping that down, but we'll be near, very near. When I next use my mushroom dudes, then yes, we'll be able to do it then. Right, fuck the iron. Let's go for the assassin and this, which will give us some clay, which we'll need for the second gaze upgrade. Gaze, G-A-Z-E, not G-A-Y-S, like it sometimes sounds when I say it. And what have we got? Nothing good. We got something to recycle. What have you got for me here? Wood, perfect. We can now upgrade the gaze once I get the wheat, which I can do. And we got a trader. Hello, trader. Good thing I see here. Grants temporary units 50% chance of being resummoned. That is worth its weight in gold, but we only have 50 crystals. So if I move this down and I need to sell a couple of wheat fields, which I wasn't going to be using anyway, we can now afford it. And bingo, we have, yes, good, happy. How are we doing for water? We are okay for water, so I can put this large wheat field down once it expires, and I can also upgrade this in 10 more wheat. I don't think my army's strong enough to chop down any more trees. The health's a bit ropey on most of the people. Good. So that's refinement done, maximum now. We only really need wood now to increase the limit or population limit. So there's no rush on doing that because I don't actually have the buildings to do it anyway. So we get there though. Let's use this last fireworks. I kind of want to clear out the spell slots in case I get something that gives me 4 or 5 spells and then I don't have room for them. It's just a waste. Fuck it, let's risk it. Those mushrooms are about to go anyway. See, the thing is, in this game you need a strong back line. Right, what have you got for me? Nothing good. Can't even re-roll. So that's a militia camp to sell. And some crystals, which we kind of don't need, but I'll take them anyway for future use. And we have 4 wall busters coming up. I'm not going to use my mushroom kings for that. I don't mind if they blow up my castle a bit. by the time by the time something gets to my castle, I'm not going to be able to fend them off, so it's kind of a loss anyway, so I don't need to worry about its health going down slightly with these guys. Although then again, saying that, every bit of health counts. If I lose by a couple of points later on, I will be a bit pissed. Where's the... I'm going to select it so I can get rid of it for its resources. Let's take a gold mine. Let's take another gold mine. What's the artifact? Be good, be good. Heal your castle for 10 HP when a production building is depleted. Or we can get a few more buildings which we'll be able to trash. Let's do that. Let's take the spells. Let's take the basic barracks. And I want the building upgrades. And I'll put them at the end, hoping that our army is slightly stronger than it was before. I'm going to take the sawmill as well. That's really going to help with our trees once we get building them. Right, let's get rid of these shitty buildings that I'm not going to use. Let's take some wood so we'll be able to upgrade our limit. Let's get that dude out, which is now a pumpkin. It's okay. It's not the best fighter in the world. And I need to start thinking of making some gold. So I may shift over from iron. We got 136. So yeah, I'm going to shift off iron for now and try and make gold. We need to get to 100 and... no, just 75. And then we can upgrade our gaze. More gaze means, yeah, more production. And let's get rid of this magic thing before we get an upgrade for it. Metal or wood, metal or wood, metal. Let's go metal. And we'll be able to put down the gold mine. In fact, we got 3 small gold mines I can get rid of as well. What do you got for me? Not what I want. So, peasant's hut. Gonna have to get rid of that. And gonna have to get rid of the magic college. These aren't gonna upgrade anything, so it doesn't matter if I have them in my hand when these dudes come. Send out the mushrooms, and then I can do some tree choppy afterwards, because I'll have a bit of an army going. We should manage this with minimal casualties, but you never know. We're not healing anything up at the moment. Getting to healers is a bit of a priority. I'm going to go banish. This will give us some more crystals if I can get everyone included. But that means I'm not using my tree choppy, am I? Oh well, what can you do? We can get rid of this peasant's hut. That's what you can do, or we can do. And if I take some gold, it's going to place us close to an upgrade. Problem is, when I upgrade, yeah, everything's going to be a bit off kilter. It's going to be an L shape. And I've got my buildings fixed in a square. So, I don't know how I'm going to do that. What's important here? That one is, that one kind of is, that one is, and we need gold. So I almost need to stay here for a bit and get enough gold to build a mine of some description. Let's get rid of this militia camp, give us some gold. Thank you, I will take that over the metal. And we can actually put a gold mine down here. Get rid of this, and we're not going to need that again. So I can sell that along with the magic college. I don't know, archery, perfect. Oh shit, we need trees for that though. This iron mine, it was a bit big for my needs, but here we are. What can you do? It would be a waste to get rid of it. Right, I feel I'm losing units. Hopefully they're only the temporary ones, although we have got the upgrade where temporary ones last longer. Let's get rid of this magic college, and I'm going to take some wood for that. And let's get an extra draft out, send out the pumpkin. And we'll take a hunters and we'll just recycle that. Archery increases capacity by 2. Beautiful. We are on track to think that we're going to win and then lose miserably at the last hurdle. Right, more trees, more wood. You can never have enough wood in life. There you go. Beautiful. Nothing came out. That one, and then I have to leave it because the enemy will be coming soon. It's kind of good to do the trees further away because it gives your musketeers time to shoot them if you have musketeers, which doesn't actually matter because he still killed one of my guys, bastard. Right, that was the archery. Let's get rid of the hunters. Don't want the hunters. And we can put the archers down now. Okay. we got grapes. Wine just fleets away, so yeah, wood. And we can upgrade, and we can destroy this, and we can put archers down, and we'll start making archers. Beautiful. So we're going to have a bit of a back row line of people firing, which means we can probably, yeah, Assassin's Temple, we can probably change over now, and I'm going to go for Veteran Barracks. And there are a few things I want there if I actually make it through this. This looks like it might be a bit challenging. Come on, kill the bastards. Kill the bastards. Yeah, all my assassins are dead. But I've got archers coming out, and I've still got kind of temporary troops there. And a pumpkin. Most importantly, a pumpkin. Militia camp to recycle. Archers stun enemies. That's almost worth its weight in gold. Let's get rid of the militia camp. And metal or flour? Metal or flour? I think it has to be flour. We need 100 flour to upgrade our troops from pumpkins to... I think it goes to these mushroom troops after that. And I have another assassin's place to put down, which I'm going to put up one. And I want to get that out as soon as possible. And I can make some water whilst I do so, but this is all at the expense of making wheat and iron and gold. I'm a little bit low on wheat, so let's just actually move over there. There you go, we'll pick up some iron and gold, or iron and wheat whilst we do that. And we get some wood from that. How much have we got for Assassin's Temple? So we still have 40 iron left. And next we have one Goblin Shaman, one Lightning Mage. That shouldn't be a problem. I don't think I need to use my mushroom troops. Ooh, the Goblin Bandits afterwards I will, because there's 10 of them. It's nice to put out a bit of a row of people. And we kind of have a bit of wheat now. Let's get our extra draft going. Another pumpkin. We have 2 pumpkins in our army. Yes, I can't imagine a pumpkin would be an effective soldier. And we only have 50 denarii for the trader. Lifetime of temporary units by 3 times. That's good, as is all buildings work 5% faster. Is there 2 I can get rid of? Yeah, it's going to be the gold mine, isn't it? I've got the large gold mine there, so that's that. And we're not going to look at anything else which I potentially missed there, which could have been good. We're just going to carry on and think that we're doing the right thing. Don't want any of these. They're straight for the recycle. Geese is just far too expensive. Got the flour. We can now upgrade... Oh, shit. We can upgrade refinement. As in make our troops stronger into mushrooms. But that will take away the iron we need to make a gold mine. So I'm going to hold off on doing that just at the moment until I recycle something and get a bit more iron from somewhere. Look, these troops are being stunned, preventing them attacking. It's most powerful against the boss, the big bad boss. We have archery. Let's take assassins. Gold mine we'll be able to recycle. How many wheat fields we got? How many iron mines we got? I am going to take an iron mine because that's quite big. Take a meteorite. Increase unit limit by 2. And what do we got? Prophecy. Basic barracks. Why not that? And then, yeah, these dudes. Only other thing worth having really here is a spell. And 10 Goblin Bandits. It's not worth it for the army to get that denarii. And what do we go for? Let's go for wood. Always about the wood with me. And let's recycle the market. And bollocks. Having a free reroll is a great thing, but obviously I don't have that here. Let's go for... I'm going to go for ore, although I will need the clay later to upgrade once more. Only 25, we can get that from one of these. And what was I going to do? We have another Assassin's Temple to put down, so let's actually take that out now. Get a bit more water. And off goes the Assassin's Temple. So what's that now? 4 assassins, and if we get the upgrade boost in people we can put in buildings, that becomes really powerful, especially if we double their health and get their attack increased 100%. Right, back to where we were. And I need to... Druids of the Bear, that's exactly what I wanted. Let's recycle something. Never the trees. This gold mine. Let's recycle you. Metal, perfect. Now we can do that. And I think we have enough to put down a gold mine. And I wasn't paying attention here. We're going to take all these guys out. No problems. So what I'm going to want to do... Assassin's Temple. Yet again, it's given me exactly what I wanted. What I want to do is move my gaze over here, because once I extend it, it will be an L shape. Well, it will be an equilateral L shape, if that's even a term. Right, let's chop some trees down while I'm doing here. Yep, good. No bad guy. Good. No bad guy. Here comes a bad guy. I think we should kill him quite easily, though. We have a lot of troops. And let's do this one as well. And no bad guy there. We have one more to get rid of. Boom, done. Right, good, yes. And we can upgrade our gaze based off that. And we're close to upgrading our... Sorry, not our gaze, our unit limit. Now we can upgrade our gaze. See, here's a problem. I don't want this one over here. I want it over here, so I have to move things along. So what I'm going to do is finish that gold line and just move along. I know I'm going to be missing out on the benefit of the blue circle on that square, but... it's the price I have to pay, unfortunately. Let's get rid of this pumpkin field. And I think we do need flour, but I think gold, because then I can start dishing out these tile enchanters. In fact, I really want one of those on my gold mine if I can. How much it cost? 80 gold to put down, so I need 180 to do that straight off. Nope, I have to put it down, then pay the 50 premium. And then I'm going to have to put down a separate wheat field. And I'll be able to put down some trees now as well, which will be beautiful. What do we got? We got 3 big guys coming. I think my army can handle that. I really do need healers though, because this is where you can fall down when you don't have healers to make your troops good after each wave. If you're constantly replacing them because they die, then you're going to be wasting resources. Right. Anything I can get rid of. No, 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 no. I need them all. But thankfully it means I don't have to research the established production. I can stick with going for the veteran barracks here. Another couple of druids of the bears would be good. And a healer. Definitely a healer. Right, let's get the gold down there. Yeah, we're ways away from putting one of these circles down. And I can put a tree down. I'm going to do this and then make it into a tree. Oh, beautiful. A second druid of the bear. Things are going particularly well. It's giving me exactly what I want. If I lose, it's because I'm an idiot. Right, what do we got? 5 crossbowmen and 1 goblin lizard. It also depends on the bosses that come later on as well. If I get a Volcamir or whatever that dragon boss is, that can be a real pain in the... right, why haven't I put a wheat field down? Idiot. Let's get those guys going out. Pay attention to everything. And I could put another assassin's temple down, but I want to hold off for my friendly bear. We'll call him Yogi, shall we? And this is going to be wood. Wood, wood, wood. So that is a premium resource now. There's no way of getting wood aside from... well, there is, but there's only hard ways of getting wood aside from using these. Right, how are we doing for iron? We are... yeah, we've just spunked all the money. So towards the boss levels, it really does become a point of just storing up as many resources as possible, and for me that means wheat and iron, but we're not making too much at the moment, so yes, could be a problem. Bye bye longbowman. I prefer the... yeah, we'll take the metal. I prefer the snipers, whatever they're called. long rifle dudes. We're close to 150 gold. As soon as we get that, I'm going to put it on the gold square, and then we'll be making gold faster, which is exactly what we need. And this is going to be our last chance at the... Fuck it, these guys being meteorited, because, yeah, I don't want to waste all my guys dying on this. They have a big battle with Magra. What do you got for me? Oh, bollocks. Bollocks. Central Salina Castle, even you have to take that. And there's a reason I'm saying bollocks. How are we doing for crystals? We got 229, it's more than enough. I could take the Assassin's Temple, the Word. Let's do the Archer damage, because we have 5 of them. So this square works even when I'm not watching, so I kind of want to move the iron mine up there, but don't think you can move it. I think in previous builds you could like move buildings, but yeah, not now that I've seen, and I never used it in previous builds like that, but yeah, here we are. Right, we're almost at 150, so I can improve that gold mine. 7 more, I'm going to have a sip of tea. This is non-stop recording, no editing, so I do need to keep my vocal cords lubricated. Right, there we go. Gold mine's going to be producing gold faster, and that's going to be the one thing that was hindering us. I've used bees once or twice, but yeah, I've never really found them too brilliant. We're in trouble. Margaret's going to shaft us. We don't have much wheat, we don't have much iron, and we don't have any spells really. But we have a lot of mushroom dudes running around there. A lot. I think the next thing to upgrade's going to be the wheat, and then we'll move iron over here. So with the bosses in the later levels, it really does just get to a point where you have to be constantly pumping out troops as they get killed. And to constantly pump out the troops as they get killed, you obviously need the resources to do that. And the bears are absolutely brilliant. They do cost a fair bit of iron though, 40 iron. But the assassins, they cost 30 wheat. So they're quite expensive in their own. Let's get some undead out there fighting too. We just want to throw everything at once. Oh, my archers just got stuffed in one swing from her. Cheese and crackers. We need to get them out as soon as possible. And firing range, that is something I actually want to put down later on. We need some wine to do that. We've taken half the health off her. We still have our marksmen. They're called marksmen. They're still going. And that's the important thing with Margaret. You need to keep her entertained up the front with your troops, but you need to be shooting her in the ass with your other guys from behind. Shooting Margaret from behind in the ass is the way forward. I'm about to run out of resources here though, so let's hope she dies quite quickly. Yep, she's done. And let's build our army up. And her being done has given us 2 free kind of small resource things, which I'm not going to use at all, so they're good to sell and get more stuff. Could go for wheat, boost that up, but I'm not. I'm going to go for metal. Legendary artifact. Goose Riders, beautiful. 2 of those at the start of every wave, and if they stay alive 3 times as long. Legendary spell, Tornado, does the damage. Veteran Barracks, we'll take the bear. Established. I think we need to go for Wheatfield. No, we have 2 of them. And let's do the health of the bear and the mushrooms. And our units are starting to get stronger. I want the artifacts, so I'm going to place them at the front. And then we'll have some spells at the back with a troop upgrade or 2. This is a bit more than I'd usually go for, but I feel we can do it. And if I get 100 wine, that will allow me to... Now, bollocks. Enemy with the highest HP will be reborn when they die. And spell damage dealt is reduced 50%. So I have got the marksman, which I'm going to try and put down here if it will allow me. It will allow me, but I need to get rid of these squares. So there's a way of doing it. I want to have it so I can just go over a couple of assassins and not get the really expensive units like these marksmen. They're like 60 wheat a pop. That is not cheap. I'm putting it down now because if I don't, the wine will be used for morale when we start fighting again, and then we will lose it and we won't be able to put it down again. Right, let's get more metal. We're doing okay for metal at the moment. So we need 300 metal, and there we go. We got it there. Beautiful. We don't need it because we have our 2 starting marksmen, or musketeers, that's what they're called, sorry. We have our 2 starting musketeers, but yeah, we'll be able to replace them if they die. Plus, we'll be able to upgrade them so we can increase their capacity. As you can see in the grayed out middle, we can make them cheaper, or we can give them a 10% chance of doing 500% damage. They're a great back row thing to have. Speaking of back row, I forgot about filling up my archers as well. We got an extra draft, and let's get rid of this 1 wheat field. And I'm going to take flour for that and try and work towards refinement. We're doing it. Not sure what we're doing, but we are doing it. This is good. I'm happy. As you can probably hear in the sound of my voice. Right, where are we? What are we doing? Do we save for the upgrade? 800 is quite expensive. Or do we start putting these tile enchanters down? They cost 50% more if you put them on something that's already there. So that's 150. I think I'm probably going to be doing that. So if we see any gold here, which we don't, I'll take the wheat because wheat is in short supply. We do need to get these down on wheat and iron, which I'm going to move up here. Because this tile, it works on its own. I don't need to be looking at it. It's a waste at the moment. Ooh, 2 artifacts. That's absolutely beautiful. 7 swordsmen though, and all my temporary units appear to have gone. So let's just... That doesn't really seem to be doing too much damage to them. Well, the Goose Riders are going in and finishing them off, so maybe we did a fair bit. Nope, we're assassin down. Oh, we actually have enough for another Assassin's Temple. I should put that down somewhere. 2 artifacts. Give me good stuff. Enchanted items. Let's see where this goes. Bosh. No idea. And this. Troops receive a 4% chance of shooting an additional projectile. Okay, I'll give that a try. And we got a new troop building. We need... I really need the healing mage's hut. Otherwise, everything's just going to get too expensive. Is there anything I can do? I could re-roll, but that's a waste of denarii. Fuck it, let's recycle. So these goose guys, they're going to stick around for the next level because they stay 3 times as long. That's absolutely brilliant. How are we doing on gold? Yeah, we can put that on the wheat farm now. And then we're going to want one there before we move the iron mine over. I think I may wait for that to exhaust. Doesn't matter even if I don't, I'll be coming back to that square anyway. It's just that it costs a little bit extra to put the iron mine down. Yeah, fuck it, as soon as I get to 100 gold and I can place that on there, then yeah, maybe I'll do that. We have the goblin lizards. These guys are bastards. They attack the back line as well. Excuse me, they attack the back line as well, so you do risk having them kill your archers and other units when you don't want them to. Let's send out the mushroom troops as well, and we're close to an extra draft as well. As always, I've got a bit too excited, and I'm going to use a reroll. Give me a fuck off. And I've used all my spells, so I have no spells to actually combat anything if things go wrong, not that they do. And let's get rid of this firing range. 1 is enough there. Crystals or metal? We have the crystals to take the metal. Good. 2 spells. Beautiful. Chain lightning. Offensive. Beautiful. Ground fire. Offensive. Take it. And Let's give more health to the bears because they are expensive, and I've got a couple more to put down. Not quite sure I'm ready to put them down just yet. I do have them. I should put them down. Yeah, fuck it. Let's clear out this top row of tiles and I'll put down a bear and maybe an assassin if I can afford it. No, I can only do one or t'other. Let's do the bear and then I'll put an assassin down later. Right, I had 100 gold. That can go there and we can actually start ironing over here. Thing is, let's not waste it. Let's get a well going, make some water while we're doing it. Thing is, these buildings are kind of stagnant at the moment, but I will eventually get to using them. Right, Mr. Bear, you can go there. And then the assassins dude. No healer. Let's take the firing range and recycle that straight away. And ideally I wanted flour, but I'll take crystals. What have we got coming? Yeah, this dude, look, we got 6 geese now. I mean, fuck. Beautiful, as long as there's not something tough to kill them straight away. And if we can get something to heal them up, right, iron mine down there, good. So that's most of our major mines going fast now. Let's do turn sheep, summon the infernals. And I do like the idea of Goose Rider having a better attack, especially if we manage to keep a few of them on our team in between rounds or in between waves. We're making water there. This is wasted. I could be making wheat. I don't know. Let's get the water up to 500 and then I'll see. I think I'll make an executive decision. First, I really want the healing mages. So come on, be lucky, be lucky. I may even do a couple of rerolls if it doesn't come. 1, 2, bastard, and that's all my denarii gone now, isn't it? Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's take the metal. I think we've got more than enough metal to see us through to the end of the game. Well, almost enough. Bollocks. Right, I need to do one more of those and then I need to move over to mining buildings. Do I pull another wheat thing down? No, I'm okay for wheat at the moment. Ore is the one I'm short of and I don't have a spare ore mine. So yeah, that's going to be something I need to get up. But we're okay for now. Don't worry about the future because we're okay now. What do we got? We got the bastard goblin riders. So this mage 120.19, but where it's on the hard level it's 260 and 74, was it, or 37? Yeah. Oh bollocks, we're at the trader and I've wasted all my money on other stuff. There's no healing mage here, so it doesn't matter. There's nothing too exciting up there. We just lost a archer there, so let's get that back. Ah, Academy of Nature, perfect, perfect, perfect. We can change that over to established production now, and we can get these healing mages out, and that's going to start healing up our army, which will give it longevity, which is exactly what the doctor ordered. I can also put down this assassin's temple, and if I move like that, we'll be making ore from the kind of unused patch. And that'll give us something to actually build an assassin, which possibly I didn't want to do because it's going to take up a healing mage spot. So let's move like that. I'd rather have the healing mage than the extra assassin for now, until I increase my unit limit. 20 fucking goblin swordsmen. I need to use a spell on that. That's too much. Trebuchet. Right, okay, yes, here. Right, where were we? What are we doing? We weren't doing it like that, we're doing it like that. And I wanted an iron mine. That's what I want. Another iron mine, another wheat field, or fuck, even another beautiful iron mine. And we can put down one of these, get it upgraded, then get that iron mine down, because we only have 47, it's like 35 per bear. 40 per bear. Let's get the Mushroom King out, and let's do something about these guys, because they are going to fucking stuff us otherwise. Let's take out these healers. And our goose riders are doing the job. Those guys are bad. Now, there's a reason I don't like them. Like getting the buildings. Let's take the building upgrade. Let's take some denarii. And none of these are good. Still, we have the goose riders. Let's do that. And I'm going to stick some spells in between, and I'm not going to risk anything else because I will get slaughtered. Gold or building upgrade? Let's go for the building upgrade. Production, assassins HP by 200, beautiful, makes them stronger. You cannot say no to that. And I can get that third iron mine down. Or should I just move over here for a little bit? And put a well down there as well to get some water while I'm doing it. It's only 115. If I get rid of that, I mean, I do want to be doing the gold at the same time, but there's just no way of doing it with the way my gaze is. Damn the gaze. G-A-Z-E, that is. Right, and what are we missing? I wanted an iron mine here, but I'll have to take a wheat field, won't I? I think I'll keep hold of that because I'm going to be using it quite soon, and a wheat field is another something I'd like to put 2 down. Only costs a bit of extra wheat and wood. Fuck it. Why am I being so stingy? Let's just pull it down. So we have 2 iron mines, 1 wheat field, 1 trees, 1 gold mine. Okay. Yeah, I'm saving up for the broader gaze now. That's the most important thing. But I'm pumping out the iron, which means I can keep pumping out bears when things get a bit dodgy later on. So this big guy at the back, 6,000 health. Usually he has 3,000, but he's problematic. Let's turn him into a little sheep. No, let's not turn him into a little sheep. Let's save that for when I really need it. We'll take a few losses here or there, but we can do this guy. I'm confident of it. At least I think I'm confident. I can probably stick a bear camp down as well. What do we got? I'm going to do assassin's damage. I'm going to stick a bear camp down there because why not? We're pumping out the iron now. What did I want? Let's get an iron mine. We need a gold mine. That's going to be next on my hit list. And I can probably upgrade something, but I'm not going to. I'm saving for my broader gaze. And wood is a problem actually. I do need to increase the unit limit, because there's probably another couple of units I could get out, and if I get some mythical upgrade later on, yeah, everyone's being healed up. Gooses are staying strong. We've even got Flame Boy or Flying Boy, whatever that is, that's staying strong as well. Infernal, that's what it's called, I remember. Right, Fire Mage's not bad, Lizards mildly irritating, Bat Rider mildly irritating, Giants just a bit under mildly irritating. I think we can do that without using a spell. What just went there? That was a wheat field, wasn't it? Let's get another one down. And we have this. I wanted a gold mine. It's not giving it to me. So let's go for an iron mine. And I think we can actually get rid of that and take the resources. Flour or gold. Flour or gold. Flour or gold. Has to be flour. If we can get to 300, we make some kind of griffin-like creature instead of the mushroom dudes. Let's go for Fisher. We're okay for crystals at the moment. Look at all those goose guys. Beautiful. And then we get 2 more each time. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Wonderful. And the mushroom guys as well. They're sticking around longer too. Right, go on mages, do your healing, work your magic. And there's not really much we can do at the moment. Not much at all. Aside from wait for an extra gold mine. Yeah, that one's going to expire and we're not going to be able to upgrade off that. Ideally, I'd have 2 gold mines by now, but I really need to increase my gaze twice. So, yeah, maybe an iron mine was wrong. I also need to upgrade the population, so I need the trees. Yeah, gold mine would have been the sensible thing. And bollocks, it's giving me this. What I can do is just keep doing that and hopefully getting gold, which I'm not. I'm close to upgrading my troops that I can build for free though, which is good. 20 goblin swordsmen, I'm going to be using the roots on that, and that should hopefully wipe out most of those. It's good. Roots is good against a lot of little enemies, not so good against the bigger enemies. Right, send out mushroom kings, and here it goes. Yeah, okay, that's not done what I thought it's done. It's just spread them out, but my geese, they are fly, my pretties, fly. They're out in the wild, they're doing the damage. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lovely. And some denarii, veteran barracks, doesn't matter, gonna recycle it. Even if it was something mildly good. And I think we're on metal. How are we looking for resources? We got 1,000 wheat and 700 ore. Wheat we're kind of okay for. The ore I'd ideally like a lot more. Who have we got? That's fucking Volcar. That means my entire army is going to be wiped out each time he... I'm still not getting the gold mine that I wanted, and this is running a bit dry almost. Maybe begging on the streets later on. Let's get rid of this iron mine again. Let's take flour. We can upgrade our refinement, so we're now firing out griffins or whatever they're called. Volcar. Don't like Volcar. We need more iron. We need more of everything. More iron, more wheat. And more gold. Definitely more gold. How far away are we? We're like 300 away. Or 360 away from getting what we want. These guys are going to be strong, aren't they? There's fucking 3 of them. Say bah, motherfuckers. Okay, that wasn't for too long, was it? Yay, gold mine. Good. Now we can stop with that. And I can move on to something else. I don't know what though. 7 morale, temporary units. Gain a spell of your choice 2 times. What's this? Passively... Ah, that's iron mine. Increases damage of troops and HP by 5%. Production on gold mine by 25%. That's... yeah. That's useful. And Reiko for most resources. Wood would be useful. None of these spells are too helpful. And that wasn't too great. So I'm just going to save the denarii and I hope we make it past the next dude. In fact, what I'm also going to do is make sure that we're kind of stocked up on all the troops and we have some sitting back in our castle, ready for action, chomping at the bit to get out there, because Volcar will wipe everyone out on a regular basis. I'm not sure if I've got enough to deal with him. Oh well. Right, the gold mine's making more, so we should be 730 by the time we do it, and it will cost about 80 to put that down, so that will take us to 650. So then we're gonna need another 225 gold from the new mine to actually get to an upgrade, and then we can really start building resources. We can, yeah, good. Okay, right. Let's get a gold mine in reserve. Oh, right. I was going to say, we already have one, don't we? So I should be moving over to something. Let's move over to Kingdom Infrastructure. Because what I'd like to do... Here he comes. Behold, Volcar the Bastard. Sorry, Gold Hoarder. Not Bastard. Gold Hoarder. Geese are going to wipe out most of his entourage. I'm doing okay for most resources. So what I do is I let him get his health down. Then he'll hit everyone. Then I can just go like this. I'm not going to revive the expensive units. And then I'll let him come back. I think we're okay. We got so many temporary units that, yeah. There you go. The geese are doing it. The geese are doing it for us. Right, none of these are good. We can recycle and maybe go for gold if they have it. Fuck it. We don't need flour anymore, do we? No, we've got our maximum refinement. None of these are good. I'll take water. That's the only thing I could possibly use here. Are we going to take Volcar out? Hopefully. I'm building my archers. Maybe let's stun him. I'm not going to use the extra draft just yet because he's about to slaughter half my troops in one foul swoop. There we go. My assassins have survived there, but they've not survived healthily, so maybe I should actually get some healers up. 55 wheat a pop though. That's, yeah, it's expensive. It's not sustainable on the long term. Yeah, fuck no. We haven't got enough to take him down a bar there. I really need to actually be pumping out troops here. And he's killing most of my guys. Come on. How are we doing? We've almost got him down to half a bar. And bears are brilliant as well because they're just so quick to build. It's like whoosh, they're done. Tile enchanter, lovely. Especially if we place a tile enchanter, which I'm not going to do because I'm saving my gold. Maybe later on in the game I will. But yeah, look at that bear, just round and done. And he's about to fly off and kill everyone. He's about to fly off and kill everyone. There you go. This is all my guys dead. And there you go. This is the final time I have to do it. So I'm on 3 assassins at the moment. So that should boost the production a bit. We're making a bit of water in the background as well. But yeah, we don't have much out to fight him. Let's move down and start getting the archers too. Because they will help keep him back. Maybe stun him even. He's going down slowly. Our bears are just being pumped out, so that's not so bad. How are we doing on resources? We're okay. We got 940 wheat. Volcar is moving closer to our castle. So, some people use these. I've never really liked them too much. Because you have to actually be on it for it to work. I suppose if I put it there, it would be good for the 3 around me. But it's kind of already going against my build. Right, I'm in shit here. I am in shit. I don't know how I can get out of this shit. Maybe I can do this. Is that fire going to hurt him? How about this? Yeah, I don't think that even tickled him really. I just need to kind of stay here and keep on producing troops. And they're slowly going to get eaten away. But as long as I build them as quick as he can eat them, then yeah, maybe we'd do him. I do kind of need the archers though. Maybe I go like this and that'll get some archers as well, and it will increase the speed with which the bears are produced. I only have 600 and now if I hadn't have lost that castle health earlier on there's me there. Yeah, castle health doesn't matter. If I hadn't have lost that castle health earlier on, I think I would have done him. But yes, I just wasn't producing quickly enough. I didn't have enough units, but it was close. Anyway, that was threat level 10 and how not to do it. Thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, hit that subscribe button, drop me a like, and drop me a comment. Bye bye.